Welcome back to Persona 5 Tactica. Welcome back to Persona 5 Tactic. I don't know. Man. Welcome back to Persona 5 Tactica. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Let's talk about the post-banquet. That operation was a huge success, but I never would have guessed it went straight into Yoshiki.
Oh?
Hey, where's Toshiro? He's been off on his own to think about things. I can't say I blame him. That raging weirdo turning out to be his father? No way he could just immediately accept it. We should let him be for now. Though we'll need to ask about the details later.
Excuse me.
Now that I've had the opportunity to see you up close, I can see all of you are really quite skilled. My long-held hope to take down Yoshiki has never felt more real. Maybe we could handle things a little smarter, though. It was a complete frenzy at the end.
What about...
Still, I'm glad it all turned out well. I wish I could have seen everyone's acting. How did things go with you? Well, it's all thanks to a hell of a performance by An.
Right.
Her depiction of heavy drunkenness was a sight to behold. It was so authentic, I broke into a cold sweat. Oh, stop. All this praise is gonna make me blush. Actually, Lady An, I think they're being sarcastic. How'd your group go? Seems like it'd be tough getting out of trouble in those outfits.
Well...
Oh, yeah. I don't quite remember everything that happened, but... It was incredible! And Mako-chan's disguise was so gorgeous. Just looking at the eyes and squad member would make their faces turn red and their knees shake. Their faces were red because they were drunk, and I'm pretty sure they were shaking for different reasons. Still, I'm relieved to hear of your successes. It's nice to know that Toshiro-san has such reliable allies beside him. See, that's a motherly thing to say. Why do you care about him? You're his mom. Are you worried about Toshiro? Excuse me, it's not that I'm concerned for him. It's simply that at heart, I think Toshiro-san is a very kind person.
Yes, that's right.
He doesn't always seem the most reliable, but he certainly has the guts to do what's important when it's needed. Is that what you mean when you say he's kind? I think I might have to take a page out of his book for that one. That's right, Erina-san. Or are you... Because anyway, so I had a mistake last recording when my audio was too loud, and I ended up having to re-record everything. My initial thought process was she might be like a lover. She might be the person he's actually in love with, and that he's actually wanting to be with, and that Marie was in the way of that relationship because political, familial responsibilities and all that stuff. So my thought process became maybe it's his mother, based on the way that she looks when she talks about him. But she could also be his partner or like a lover of his. And whenever Toshiro-san seems like he might stray, please be sure to guide him back.
Huh?
Oh, sure. If there's anything I can do for him, I will. Well then, everyone, thank you for your hard work, and please, get some rest. After our break, let's sort out what's happened until now.
We can do this.
There's a lot we've learned. It's time to get started. There's something about this character. There really is. There is something about Yuki here. I just can't figure out what it is yet.
Okay, let's go over the situation.
Wait, where's Yuki-san? Yuki-san went out into town. She wanted to check on the people we freed.
She's quite kind-hearted, isn't she? We can tell her everything later.
So, Toshiro, will you tell us what's going on?
Yes. Just as he said, Yoshiki is my father. I remember everything. He is Yoshiki Kasukabe, a current member of the Diet.
Huh? Your old man's a politician too?
Kasukabe. He's a Diet member who doesn't attract much attention, but he's had a long-standing career. I've heard he even has a reputation for consensus building within his party.
Yes, some people call him Buddha Kasukabe, in admiration of his serene temperament. On the surface, that is. My father is obsessed with political power. Not being one for the spotlight,
That's
he tended
so
to shy away from
sick.
publicity, which is why he sought to fulfill his desires by making me Prime Minister. When I was a child, he raised me very strictly. Not just academically. He drilled me on political etiquette and controlled my social interactions. If I failed to comply with his demands, he wouldn't hesitate to raise his hand against me. Even as a child, there were moments when I resented being born to such a family. My father's word was absolute. The thought of rebelling never even crossed my mind. Moreover, I had no one else to turn to.
I'm sorry.
Would it...
What? I didn't. I clearly clicked on sounds horrible. This is just. What? This is not something you respond to with this.
About your mom?
All right, cool.
She
Whatever.
didn't help you?
My mother was very frail. She passed away when I was little.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. To be honest, I can barely remember her. Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, I eventually became a Diet member by riding on my father's coattails. Even now, I simply do what my father tells me to do. That still hasn't changed. Given my history, it's rather laughable that I could forget him.
However, there's something I still don't understand. From your father's perspective, you were always an obedient son. So, why was he so upset with you?
He was so desperate to find you that he even said you were a wanted criminal.
Taking back his
You
freedom
seemed
by
awfully
leaving?
enraged about something you ran off with. What was that about?
My father actually is a criminal. Following Representative Shido's downfall, my father finally decided to take action. He laid the groundwork to ensure that I would be nominated as the Prime Minister.
I don't really get this stuff, but is it really that easy to do?
Not under normal circumstances. However, my father took advantage of the political turmoil that's been going on since last year. He employed shady characters to intimidate representatives he had dirt on. He also went about wheeling and dealing a large amount of Marie's family's financial resources.
If that's true, then he's guilty of extortion, blackmail, and bribery. All criminal offenses. And you're sure of this?
I have documents he forged, voice recordings, and other hard evidence as well. I had a hunch my father rigged the election, which is why I investigated. I still have the evidence which I secretly stole on hand.
So, all you have to do is go public with that, and he can't control you anymore.
I couldn't muster the courage to blow the whistle on him. My father's schemes were not out of the ordinary in the political world. Ending the political confusion with steady leadership was in everyone's best interest. Is what I kept telling myself. It's truly a shameful story. This was an inexcusable crime. Though unqualified, I'm still a Diet member. And this is a grave betrayal of the people's trust.
Well, setting that aside for now, I think I finally get the gist. Yoshiki thinks you hid that evidence, so he's trying to get it back, right?
No. I thought so too at first, but something still doesn't make sense. It's very unlikely that my father knows I stole the evidence of his crimes. First of all, he didn't show any signs of panic about his misdeeds potentially being exposed. Furthermore, I doubt the thought of me betraying him would have even crossed his mind.
But why is he after you then?
That's because... It might be because I thought that he knew about it. The thought of my father questioning me about the evidence I stole fills me with terror. In other words, I think he knows because that's how I perceived it to be.
So, if Toshiro's perception is reflected in Yoshiki, then that means...
This is all
someone put me
Toshiro's
in
palace.
Then that means this kingdom is born out of Toshiro's cognition.
Are you saying this part of the metaverse is Toshiro's?
I believe that's the most pragmatic explanation. I should be the only one who knows I have the evidence, so it would all fit together. Although it could be possible that my father caught on to me in the real world. But the incident at the enemy base convinced me of my theory.
Okay, I want to hear it. What happened?
Password.
Oh,
Oh, you mean the password you used to open the hidden door?
Yeah, that was close. I still can't believe that door was actually giving me serious trouble. Oh, I get it. That was when...
How's it looking, Oracle? Can you open it?
Oh, this lock is a bit tougher than I expected. This guy is either really paranoid or a serious scaredy cat.
If we had the room, why didn't we just show it? Also, is that like a tiger's face? At first I thought they were leaves, but it kind of looks like a tiger's face in the door. That's kind of cool.
Hey, let's have some fun and make this guy squeal, huh?
This is getting bad. We have to stop them.
Wait, I know how you feel, but we can't...
Oh no. It sounds like there's a tense situation going on over
Yeah,
there.
it is a tiger's face. That's
Damn it,
pretty dope.
I can't crack the password. Sorry, it's gonna take me a bit longer. Come on, we just need to get past this, and then we'll be able to expose all of Yoshiki's misdeeds.
Misdeeds? Expose?
This is looking really bad. How much longer, Oracle?
Oh, I'm so close. I just gotta do something about this password.
Sorry, but I'm borrowing this for a moment.
Whoa, hey, Pops, what are you... Huh?
I just need to input the password, right? This should do it.
It opened.
Way to go, Toshiro. You have a knack for this kind of thing, too?
No, that was just...
All right, looks like we're all set on our end. Ball's in your court, guys.
I must have been able to open the door because I perceived myself exposing my father's crimes.
Couldn't you have guessed the password because he's your father?
My father is a cautious man. He would frequently change the password on these kinds of devices. Isn't it a little hard to believe that something I came up with at random was the right password?
Well, that's...
I have more evidence as well. There's also this place, LeBlanc.
This place? What about it?
I had a nagging feeling there was something familiar about LeBlanc. Then it hit me. I knew this place in the real world. My being the youngest candidate for Prime Minister caused some commotion. I was uncomfortable no matter where I went. I was overwhelmed every day, having to entertain visitors, meet other Diet members, and deal with the media. And one day, I stumbled upon LeBlanc in a back street. From then on, I went there to find refuge whenever I wanted to be alone.
Sojiro!
Yeah,
Sojiro!
it's so peaceful there that you can hardly tell they do business.
So you're saying LeBlanc doesn't get customers? If the chief heard that, he'd be upset.
Oh, and the coffee there is exquisite. It's possible I ran into you all there before.
Then why does this world exist? And how did you end up in it?
I wish I knew. However, if my theory turns out to be true, then it means I've dragged you all into my own problems. I'm truly sorry.
No need to apologize, man. That sort of thing doesn't bother us. Even if it turns out we're stuck here, we'll just work something out.
Yeah, and I'll just take like 500,000 yen as
We're
compensation. It's
practically
fine.
frozen metaverse combat by now.
If we can't overcome this, then perhaps we were fated to be here.
But if you haven't noticed, we don't give up easily. I mean, how can I just lay down and die when there's still so many sweets I want to try?
Really?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't really make a difference, but it's all good, brother. Don't worry about it.
I see. You're all very tough, aren't you?
Well, we've been through a lot, so we're not going down without a fight. But don't sell yourself short, Toshiro.
Huh?
You discerned your father's motives and took action of your own volition. If you had kept quiet about it, then you would have remained his puppet. You couldn't overlook your father's crimes, so you wanted to make things right. Isn't that so?
Huh. But I didn't have the courage to.
Not at the time, right?
Think about it, Toshiro. This is the same as when you confronted Marie. Just like you said, even puppets have a backbone.
Yes. You're right. Phantom Thieves, I have a favor to ask.
You want us to do you a favor?
Yes. I'd like to make a deal with you all. Even if this world is in my mind, I still can't manipulate it at will, right? For example, I can't just wish my way out of here.
Yeah, that would probably be difficult. First of all, changing a person's heart is not an easy feat. Every time we steal someone's treasure, we're risking our lives.
In that case, there's something I have to do. I'm not going to run from my father anymore. Not even from the version of him in this world. I need to see him again and settle the score. Will you lend me a hand, Phantom Thieves? In return, I give you my word that I'll indict my father for his crimes. I'll come clean with everything. I'll free the political world from corruption and... No, I can't call this a deal. What you all would get in return is too ambiguous. I need a more tangible reward. Since you're Phantom Thieves, maybe some cash or jewels or even gold? But where would I get that kind of money? Would it even be legal? There must be something.
So, what should we do?
I mean, let's just do it.
Huh?
We'll fight by your side while we're here. In exchange, you'll indict your father for his crimes in the real world. That's the deal. We don't need anything else.
You're the only one who can set your father straight.
Yeah, if there's a grown adult out there who lost their way, we're counting on you to fix him up for us.
I swear I'll fulfill my promise. You have my word. Thank you, Phantom Thieves.
Then it's a deal. Oh, Yuki-san! You came back!
Yes, it seemed like you were discussing something important, so...
Oh. I should explain things to you as well, Yuki-san. But... well... how do I put this?
It's all right. I only heard a little bit, but I was listening. Although I may not understand the finer details of your world, I know you want to win against your father, correct?
Yes.
I don't know who this is, but I
And
love
it
her
appears
voice.
we have the same goal. Many people are still imprisoned in the basement of Yoshiki's castle. My only wish is to rescue them and rid the people of their suffering. So, once again, could you please lend us your strength?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I
I'll be sure to
often
help out
forget
as
I
well.
don't have a face cam on.
Well,
But I'm
sure everyone is exhausted from all that we've been through.
You can ask anyone who knows me in real life. I'm a very emotive and expressive person with my face. And so I just like stared forward and just like slightly smirked. Yeah. Just like no expression on my face at all. Just aside from the slight fucking I'm an idiot is what it really comes down to. And you know, it's fun to exist sometimes.
Let's stop this talk of battle for now and take a break. I'll make some tea for everyone.
Sounds good.
That sounds lovely, Yuki-san. All of you should get some rest. I'll start working on our next strategy. We need to act while the Eisen squad is still in disarray, so we don't have too much time to dally.
Oh, right. If you're coming up with a strategy, I'd like to explain something to you first.
All right, let's talk over there.
I think I'll have some tea and rest for a bit.
Me too. It's about time we finally took a break.
I have some good tea leaves on hand, too. I'll bring it out once it's ready.
Huh. Late night poetry slam with Lord Yoshiki? What's this show supposed to be? A poetry slam, huh? It's probably that I Love Haiku show we heard about earlier. He did leave in quite a hurry, so maybe that's what he's doing now. Let's take a look at the next poem, shall we? Whoa, is this it? Jeez, flashy much? Looks like we know where all his money's going. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Next up is a poem by Mr. Hopelessly in Love with Lord Yoshiki.
So that's how you do it.
This must be a show where haiku written by the citizens are presented on air. Sick. Oh, Lord Yoshiki. My dearest Lord Yoshiki. Oh, Lord Yoshiki. Oh, Lord Yoshiki. My dearest Lord Yoshiki. Oh, Lord Yoshiki. Oh, how very interesting indeed. I see. You're expressing your utmost love and respect for me by continually repeating my name. How wonderful. Is that what you sound like saying, you idiot? Do you think I'm a fool? This is nothing more than empty flattery. Utterly meaningless. Love? There's no love to be found in such a poem. It doesn't even rhyme. Just breaks the TV behind him. Damn. He really is slamming their poetry. I bet you feel real proud of yourself for saying that, Luigi. Okay.
Oh.
At this rate, he's gonna burst a blood vessel and collapse before we even fight him.
What if?
But it doesn't need to rhyme if it's a haiku. You think that's the problem here?
However,
A haiku of 3 lines with a 5-7-5 syllable structure. It's the art of fitting your feelings into a 17-syllable microcosm. This is an excellent opportunity for us. Let's craft poems of our own, shall we? You're up first, Ryuji. Huh? Why me? 2 more. We're the Phantom Thieves, and we're here in this kingdom.
Please.
Nope, got nothing. Baton pass to you, Akira. We're the Phantom Thieves. Okay, so let's say thieves is 1 syllable. It's not. Let's say it is. And we're here in this kingdom to beat its ruler, the happiest place in red leather tight. In red leather tights. Uh-oh, shouldn't have said that. Panther's gonna come after you. Risking your life for poetry. Well done, Ryuji. Hey, I wasn't even the one who said it. But she is the queen of red leather tights, isn't she?
Hey!
Why do you always keep bringing that up? Huh?
You got
Man,
it,
I
kid.
can't believe you guys are all worked up because of that stupid show. But while we're talking about haiku, guess I might as well give it a shot. Yo! A true phantom thief will always elegantly complete the mission. Leave a haiku in the comments. Why not? Fuck it. Each and every day, whether sleeping or awake. Okay, so Morgana, whoever wrote this is fucking stupid. Each and every, it's not every, it's every, but all right, every day, whether sleeping or awake. It's not awake, it's awake. My skills are unmatched. Like, it's just incorrect. This isn't a haiku. Oh, I must be a genius.
Really?
Could somebody help me with mine? Toshiro's a bitch. He likes to eat hot curry. Toshiro is dumb.
Are you all well rested now?
Uh-huh. I guess.
Yes. Especially thanks to Yuki-san's delicious tea.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Glad to hear it. We've finished creating our plan as well. Before we get into the details, though, let's go over the current situation. Sakura-kun, please tell everyone what you told me earlier.
Aye, aye, sir. Back at the base, I was able to hack into the cameras and disable them. But the main control system must be in Yoshiki's castle, so I wasn't able to take it down entirely. So the town cameras are down for now, but we should expect them to be up and running again soon.
Then we'll take this opportunity to charge in and... No, that's not going to work, is it?
Yeah, that love general may be a psycho, but he's no idiot. If we charged in there now, we'd be playing right into his hands.
After all, even if the town's cameras are disabled, we still have the castle's cameras to worry about. Not to mention, there are still far too many enemies.
Our main objectives are taking down Yoshiki and rescuing the citizens in the castle's basement. To do so, we'll need to attack the castle, but we have to be pragmatic about it. Ultimately, we need to figure out a way to fool Yoshiki's cameras. I do have a plan in mind. However, we'll need a significant amount of manpower to carry it out. Yuki-san, your word seems to carry a lot of weight with the townspeople. Can you ask the people we just freed to help us?
Well, that's... Well, asking them won't be a problem, of course, but... Perhaps it will be quicker if you see for yourselves. It should still be safe while the cameras are down. Please follow me.
Lady Yuki! And those people behind you are...
Criminal scum! What
Yes.
are you doing
These
in
are
my
the
laboratory? What am I
travelers
doing to myself?
responsible for your freedom.
Kill me.
Thank you! We are in your debt! I finally got to see my child again. Now we can go back to
Hey,
our
look.
quiet lives.
It's the sewing lady.
There's something I wanted to mention.
Yuki-san, if I may. I'm truly glad to see you all safe. You have my word that this will never happen to you or your families again.
Shouldn't have said that yet. Wait until we finish the revolution.
I'd like
but
to ask
yeah.
for your help in defeating Yoshiki once and for all.
Defeat Lord Yoshiki? No, that's impossible. The Eisen Squad will have our heads if we defy him.
Leave them to us. We have many reliable comrades ready to fight alongside us. But we also can't succeed without your help. So, what do you say?
That's... Yes, well, I'm not sure what the others will say.
You've all realized that Yoshiki's so-called love is a facade, haven't you? You all saw the footage of what the people who were taken away are forced to deal with. If everyone rises up and takes a stand, we can put an end to all of this.
It's true that our present lives are not easy. The difficult times are indeed plentiful.
But our
So
lives
you agree?
before Lord Yoshiki were even worse.
But at least we're able to go on
Yeah,
living.
some shit like that, ain't it?
We've got no power to begin with anyhow. There's not much we can afford to want. And as long as we stay quiet, we're somehow able to scrape by. Besides, what will happen if we fail? Just thinking about how we might suffer even more frightens me to no end.
Never mind, I was wrong.
So you see, we would rather you just let us be.
There's no other choice. We just have to accept things as they are.
No way.
So this is what Yuki-san meant.
Yes. They accept the pain in their lives, fearing that resisting would only make things worse.
You know how I talked about it, I think it was last video, might have been the video before, where all of these characters could just be people. Like the seamstress could just be a person, and that would actually make us care about the story more. If this world had, if this game pulled a Xenoblade and had two main species being the Jabugan dudes and dudettes, as well as humans, because Yuki's here and Arina's over in the other world, but they were the only humans we've seen so far. And then the kingdom ruler is some monstrosity thing that's kind of humanoid. If they just made it so there's mostly humans and then some Jabugans, or mostly Jabugans but some humans, but still more than a handful of each, or even then you don't have to really have a handful. If you just put in other characters and show, hey, you can have these aren't just like cartoonish little dudes, these are real characters here, because they are perfectly intermingled with the humans here, it just works better. And that's something that I mean, I'm probably, if I have an opportunity, gonna praise Xenoblade, but like, it's good game and it does good stuff. You care about every character you come across because they're all just like, oh, this is a proper inhabitant of this world, rather than just, oh, it's just a silly little guy. Because like the Napons are very much still silly little guys, but also some of them are fucking traumatized. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but one of them almost drowns out of depression. Like they go to a river, depressed as fuck, they step in the river, and they almost die. It is up to the player to save that person. They can die. Like, it's not just a silly little guy where all of these guys are. They have the dialogue, but nothing they're doing, because nothing actually happening, it's just a still image, can represent anything more than just, oh, we're just a silly little guy. But if you put a person there suffering alongside them, we're immediately more connected to them. That's what makes that Napon scene so good as well, is because they're completely isolated from the people that they were once connected with. If you don't know what a Napon is, it's a furry little creature, dude. It's like a Furby, but not horrifying, and has really weird little hands. Okay, please continue with the story.
Yoshiki takes advantage of their weak mindsets to control them.
Yuki-san?
No, this isn't right. Suppressing all your hopes and dreams, living in fear, crying every day. Can you really call that living?
Is that Sans Undertale?
Somewhere deep inside, I know you realize things can't go on like this. Don't be afraid to fight. Take a stand beside us.
But we still...
Well, I guess it's Frisk Undertale, not Sans Undertale, but same thing. They're all the everyone. Oh my God, is Frisk Sans? Oh, I'm gonna.
Would you let me?
So dumb today. This is what happens when I have chocolate before a recording. I had 2 pieces of like Lindor or whatever, some fucking like super cheap chocolate, but it's too much chocolate. It's 2 pieces, but it's too much.
So when you're already in a powerless position is absurd. Those who already possess strength will tell you not to be afraid and that you need to stand up for yourselves.
Hey, that's not what Arena said.
Wait, let's see how Toshiro handles this.
I understand very well how you all feel. For a long time, I was more of a coward than anyone. I was always looking for an excuse not to fight. In fact, the fear is still there. And if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I'd much rather prefer not to fight.
That's exactly how we feel. We just want to keep things as they are.
But then, I decided to take a stand. Because no matter how badly I want to run from my fear, I don't want to lie to myself anymore.
Oshiro.
I'm not telling you to be strong. There may not even be a need for you to fight beyond your means. But at the very least, why not make an attempt to stop lying to yourselves?
I ain't lying. My dick is small and my tits are huge, Toshiro. Ain't nothing else different.
Change the present.
And I'm depressed. That's the only thing I lie about. This isn't funny. I regret making the joke. Please never give me chocolate before recording again. Oh my God.
To fight for those who suffer. If you help us today, I promise you they will do the same. Right, Joker?
Yeah, we'll do something. Yeah, maybe that's a bit much, little dude. I don't know about all of that. Nah, leave it to us. Man. Fuck you.
Yeah,
I want to pick
no
all
way
the
we're
shitty
losing
ones
this.
just to be a bad person in this playthrough, but it's so sad. I just want to pick the ones where he's just an asshole to see how people respond to it.
Look at me when you said that. Mako-chan's a good person to have on your side, isn't she?
Yeah, guys, you don't have to be afraid of big ol' Uncle Love.
That's all I had to say to you.
Ugh, I don't like that
Rest
sentence
you
on.
have to decide of your own accord. There's no need to make a decision right now, but I would like you to give it some thought. I appreciate you taking the trouble to come out here. Now, I'm sure you're all quite exhausted, so please rest up and...
I want to help.
You're...
See, if it didn't say silk shop owner, or if you weren't paying attention, you'd have no idea this is the fucking silk shop owner. Because it's just a random Jaboogan. It's not an actual character. There's no like inherent features to this person that no one else has. Any one of them could be wearing pink because we've seen a billion of them. We've seen Morgana wear the exact same outfit. We've seen 4 different blue Jaboogan dudes. They're all just reskins. And it's so disappointing. If they just had people mixed in. If the little blue dude here was a person, the pink silk shop owner here was a person, it'd just be so much more realistic, because this is a conflict that's affecting everyone living here and isn't just all these cartoony people that are facing a struggle, so it's hard to interact or like feel empathy for them. Because of course you still do feel like the baseline empathy, but you don't actually connect with these characters because they're very surface level. Putting people on screen, like, it bridges that gap just a little bit further. It makes you care about it just a little bit further. So for this story that's relatively tame, there's not too much to it, it's definitely fucked up. If there were people and Jaboogans being whipped in that fucking slave thing, in whatever the room, I don't actually know what they were doing in there. Were they powering something? They were just turning a fucking, a wheel to do whatever, like that would have been so much more impactful. Like, oh shit, he doesn't care who it is. Everyone has to like submit to this dude's will. It's just a slight bit further on that, like on that fucking gap there, that I think this game should have pushed itself to make it really good. And it's kind of disappointing, but like, it just, you could also just like put something special on her design, have given her a flower. You know, you don't have to make all these crazy different character designs. You want to make one important? Put a flower on her hat. Put something in her obi that nobody else has. Give her a different design to her thing. Or a different looking, like different colored eyes, whatever. There's so many things you could have done. Also, it just occurred to me their eyes are purple. I'm pretty sure the Mario Kingdom Jibugans were also purple-eyed. But like Metaverse eyes are usually orange. Like when you take your persona, when you open your persona, when you take your persona or open your persona, when you call your persona forth or shadows in the Metaverse, they're usually orange. And so it's interesting to see that these people are purple-eyed. And I wonder if that means that, I wonder if that's a reference to them being fully cognitive creations. I know we've gone from one topic to another, but in Persona 5, when you run around, there's purple splatter that comes off of your feet. And I wonder if that's a deliberate color choice to be like, hey, this is something born of the Metaverse. I don't know. Kind of cool though. I like the purple eyes. It looks good.
I'm afraid of fighting too. But like that gentleman said, I don't want to go on living a lie anymore. If we don't take the opportunity given to us now, I don't see us getting another one. I'm more afraid of that than I am of any pain I might be put through by Lord Yoshiki.
Yeah, I see your point. If you'll still have us, we're willing to help.
Really?
I'll spread the word to everyone else who lives in the area. This time, I'll ask them to try putting their faith in you.
Everyone, I'm sorry. No, that's not right. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
Not bad, Toshiro. You had me worried for a moment there, but by the end, I was hanging on your every word.
Fuck you mean that's a politician for you? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What is this sentence? We know 3 of them. I can't speak actually. I'm forgetting what Persona 5 spoilers if I continue talking. And I've tried to do my best to keep from that. We know a few of them, that's for sure. One of them being my main fucking man, Yoshida. Love that boy. Torinosuke! Woo! Love you! My homie, Sun Arcana. I'm doing heart signs, but again, you can't see it. Great guy. Good work, Toshiro.
Didn't do anything praiseworthy. I only spoke my mind. To be honest, I can't remember the last time I opened up about my feelings like that.
Oh my god, he came out the closet.
And that means your words really connected with them.
I don't know about that. It's very possible they were just swept up in the moment.
So, what's our next move? You've got a plan up your sleeve, right, Toshiro?
Yes. If we want to get into Yoshiki's castle, first we need to do something about the cameras and security. As I previously mentioned, that's going to require some extensive preparation, but... Yuki-san, the Aizen squad has other posts besides the base we freed these people from, correct?
Yes. It's very likely they're forcing the citizens they've captured to work inside them.
Then we'll head to those first. We need to save those people, too.
You said we needed manpower, right? We'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone by freeing everyone there.
Plus, the cameras around here shouldn't be back online for a while. So it should be a little easier to creep around unseen.
Alright then, it's settled. Our targets are the remaining bases. We're going into enemy territory, so make sure you're ready for anything.
Finding new allies is important, but we can't forget our own prep either. Our enemies have had some bite to them lately. Maybe we can look into some new weapons or new personas. Oh, Lavenza.
Ah.
Hey, is that Miss Lavenza again? Maybe she can lend us a hand. Why don't you take the call?
Thank you for your efforts.
Thank you for answering. This is Lavenza calling. Do you remember that new ritual I spoke of? Hey! Was that a fucking aerosol spray? You again? How many times must I... She had a whole whip. She had a whole whip that is racially motivated. I don't even need to... Because they're all shadows. That is racially motivated. Whoa! Yeah. Anyhow, I have something to tell you. Please come to the Velvet Room immediately. She seems to have her hands tied. But it sounds like she has business with you too. Go check in on her, would you?
Greetings.
I have been waiting for you. Is something the matter? It appears as though there is something you wish to say. What the hell happened earlier? Oh, pardon the commotion. The children were misbehaving, but now we are getting along quite swimmingly. Aren't we? Oh, children is in the machinery? I would never have met... Yeah, alright. Okay. Never would have put that together. I did put that together. Kinda wish we got to see that. Now, I have called you here because I finished preparing an entirely new secret rite. Until now, you had created personas by fusion.
What you're saying is...
But now you have at your disposal a secret rite that can be used to create weapons the same way. That's kind of cool, actually. We can fuse like the range of a weapon with the damage of a weapon, or like the damage type of weapon with the range and damage of a weapon. That's kind of cool. You can now fuse two personas. Oh. To forge arms for yourselves. I might add that the weapons produced by this rite are considerably more powerful than those acquired by normal means. Or at least, they should be. It can be unstable at times, you see. Aha. In any case, seeing is believing, as they say. That is why we chose to not show anything that ever happens when we talk in this game.
May I have a moment?
Please inform me when you have selected two personas to use as material. I do like this, though. I think this is a fun way to do tutorials.
You may not
like, just making it a part of the story. I've been playing Bowser's Inside... Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside story a lot recently. And they kind of just force you into tutorials half the time. It's never like, hey, this is an interesting thing. We're going to explain this in a fun way. This is a fun way to do it because it's like, this is an actual conversation between characters, not, what? If you press the A button, you can have Mario and Luigi jump. Or if you tap them in a direction, they'll do a thing. In this game, it's, you can now fuse guns. This is something we haven't tried before. I don't know if it'll work. It probably fucking won't. But hey, give it a try. I love that shit. It's a fun way to do tutorials, and I think it's a cool way to do tutorials.
Would you like to
Let us forge the weapon. Akira! Oh, shit. These are not very... What the hell? Those are called affinities? Okay. Understood. Understand. I can't make... I don't know, I'm doing that again. Can't make these because you don't have both affinities. I can make this one. Lucius Arcos. If I could freeze an enemy, though, that'd be pretty good. I do kind of want to use Lilim. And we use Isis because I like Jack Frost. Wish I could see the stats on it, but I guess that's because the stats are random, huh? What's this going to look like? Is it? I hope it's not the same cutscene. Really? Really? I mean, cool. Pretty cool. Like, weapon-wise. Do wish it was, like... That's way fucking better. Yeah, Yusuke. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Holy shit. What do I got for this? Crozonzon and Rakshasa. Which I don't give a shit about. And I should probably go fuse in a minute, too. I probably should have been fusing in the first place, but because these two are staying in my party anyways, I might as well give it a try. That's a What the fuck is this Valorant looking weapon right here? Yeah, I'll take it. These seem crazy good. Satanta and Floros. I'm gonna just use it because I keep Morgana in the party a lot and it'd be nice to have him with a strong weapon. Is that like a syringe? It is. Interesting. Yeah, it's actually not even that much better, but the range upgrade is alone a reason to pick this. Oh, that was Arena, not Morgana. I read it was wind, and so I guess I assumed.
Are you finished?
Man, I would like to fuse new Persona, but like, kind of don't have the ability to do it anymore. How do I make an Anzu? Can I make an Anzu right now? I can make an Anzu. How do I register?
What would you like to do? Would you like to look at the Persona Compendium? Do you wish to register a Persona? Are you finished? Do you wish to perform a fusion? Which Persona will you choose? Is this Persona? Please wait just a moment.
Anzu! And now we can fuse special fusion into Neko Shogun. Man, my Tamlin was just strong. I didn't even realize. How do I make an Archangel?
Now then, make your decision.
Okay, cool. I can make Archangel. What the fuck? Silky and Black News? Okay, cool. Sure, we're just going to use these two to make Archangel here. It doesn't really matter what I give it. I would rather have it have Frey, because Frey's pretty good. But there are Persona 5 fusion calculators. I'd highly recommend you look them up if you ever feel lost. And so I looked one up. There's a GitHub link to it. It is Silky and Onoraki. It's just a list of like every possible combination that you can use to make a Persona, which is fucking amazing. And I'd highly recommend you use them. Use Personas. Oh, it's at the top of the list, huh? Lilim and Anzu make the Dekarabi that I wanted.
Is this
little starry bastard. I probably should have read the skill because it actually matters what I'm transferring over. But I'm going to assume that it was a good one. Hopefully. And now, because we have all the Persona needed for it, we can make Hellbiker, this badass Ghost Rider looking ass. Sure. Increases damage dealt when HP is above 50 is pretty freaking good. Oh, I love Speedmaster though. Warrior's Breath also seems pretty good. Amount of voltage going up seems good too. I think inherently Endless Fighting Spirit is better. It's doing more damage. Please. How much is the percentage? That's the question. Oh, my Matador though, man. Matador is such a cool guy. I really, really wish these had different animations. And again, it just feels lazy that there's only the one. I mean, I'll take it, and I'm happy that I have it. But again, this game just subsedes my expectations. But it does something cool, and then proceeds to just not do anything with it. I'm also just going to fuse the Neko Shogun just to have it, because eventually we'll probably want it for something. And it's also not bad to have on something. So, increases drop rate of rare personas. That's also pretty good. Does that mean that has to be on a person that's in the party? Because if so, then I'll probably have to put that on Joker or something. Or maybe Morgana or Yusuke or Erina. Yusuke, do you even attack? I mean, the Stalking Hunter is good. I don't know if I'm actually going to be doing anything with someone from behind, but I'd still rather have it than not. Kodama! Or whatever the fuck the dude's name. I don't remember the second name. Sudama? Kodama and Anzu? Is that what it was? I'm trying to remember the Persona names from just like looking at them. I wasn't reading the shit. But I'll take it. Get a happy little Neko Shogun. And I think not everyone has a Persona right now, so let's equip through.
What would you like to do?
Okay, it's 3 of them. Akira, you get Hell. Oh, yeah, you get the Hellbiker.
What would you like
Morgana,
to do?
You can have the Neko Shogun.
What would you like to do?
Yusuke, you can have.
Will you choose?
I don't actually know if this is too important for you because you're not really hitting people, like hitting multiple enemies. It's still, of course, very important to put a Persona on because it gives you way better stats.
What would you like
but
to do? Which Persona
I don't
will
know
you
if it's
choose? What
all
would you like
that
to do?
important here.
What would you like?
Why am I going off of everyone? Okay, you have a level 17, so we're just gonna give you this. Ryuji, Haru's 25, Yusuke, Makoto's 18, so we'll give you 24 here. Yeah, I think I'd rather just that.
What would you like to do?
And I
Would
think
you
we're
like
good.
to
We
look
don't
at the
need to
persona
register
companion?
anyone
Do you
because
wish to
there's
register
nothing
a
here that's
persona?
new.
Are you finished?
So
Well
let's go
then,
back.
Have a pleasant day.
Also, I just realized we don't actually have Arsene as an equipable persona in this game. That's bullshit. I should be able to make Arsene and equip him. But I'm pretty happy with that. Let's talk to our friends. The Mysteries. Oh, the Mysteries Arena Faces. Not the Mysteries Arena Faces?
Listen.
What's the matter, Arena? You haven't said a word. Perhaps you are hungry? Whenever I'm hungry, I stand perfectly still and reduce... This guy is so fucking dumb. I love Yusuke so much. Have I said that already? Have I said that this Let's Play? Have I told you guys that? I fucking love Yusuke. He's so funny. This guy is such an idiot. Whenever I'm hungry, I stand perfectly still and reduce all energy usage.
Not exactly.
It's not that, you fucking weirdo. I've just been trying to sort out everything that's happened in my head. Like the fact that Yoshiki is Toshiro's father. That he's probably doing bad things in your world too.
Yes.
I understand. Even we have a hard time keeping up with it all. If this does happen to be the world of Toshiro's heart, there's still so many mysteries.
Is that so?
Those things you call palaces, if they are worlds created from the cognition of a person, then could this be a palace that I created? A palace is a world that the person's shadow presides over, and where hordes of other shadows run wild. Legionnaires have many similarities to shadows. Perhaps Toshiro's is in here somewhere as well? But this place is quite different to what you all know, isn't it? Miss Lovenza was also saying something similar. The rules we've come to know don't seem to apply here. At the very least, Mari and Yoshiki both appear as if they're creations of my cognition. Yeah, they're some kind of cognitive forms, alright. Considering how Mari and my father's appearances are based on my point of view, it certainly makes sense. But there is something I don't understand. What about the other people living in this world? That includes... Yeah. It's what I've had on my mind this whole time too. Who am I, really? If this is the world of Toshiro's heart, and you Phantom Thieves came from the real world, then what about me? Am I one of those cognitive thingies too? But then wouldn't that mean Toshiro knows Erina from somewhere? You sure you don't know anything, Toshiro? Yeah, I don't know anything. So then, maybe Erina's different.
However,
We must also consider that Toshiro's memory is not in a complete state. That makes situations like this difficult to know for sure. What do you think, Akira? I don't think you're a cognitive. I actually think this is a nice who cares. What does it matter if you're a cognitive being or not? You're still you, right? Like, you still have your own thoughts and feelings. And if you don't, so what? No one can prove that. As far as I'm concerned, you're alive, so that's enough. Hey, I'm sure there's a better way you could have put that. It really doesn't matter, does it? I think that actually put me at ease. What? I'm the only one who doesn't know about the world Toshiro and you all are from. It just makes me nervous. I might have gotten a bit lost thinking about it, but it's really just like you said. Who cares? In the end, I'm still me. See, I feel good about that one. I literally said exactly that. Erina-chan. Hey, how about you take a break from thinking? Just in general, just don't think anymore. There's not a single doubt in my mind that Erina is our partner. That's all that matters. And look at me, I haven't thought in 13 years and I'm doing yeah. I agree. Ignore him. Instead of getting weighed down by trying to figure this out, let's think simple.
Yeah,
That's it. We'll just have to stay positive. I do understand your worries, Erina. But either way, we're not going home until we solve the mysteries of this world. And if we ever learn something new, we'll think through it all together.
Thank you.
Morgana, everyone, thank you. And now it's time to focus on taking down Yoshiki. Let's get ready.
That's right.
Yes, you're an important asset to our efforts. From here on out, things will get serious. We need to prepare as best as we possibly can.
Ah,
Right. Kapoo! Okay. Next time on Persona 5 Tactica, we've got a battle coming up. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you've all had a wonderful day. If you haven't had a wonderful day, you just look at the Jabugan dudes having fun and hanging out. It's great. It's great to see. Until next time, I'll see you all then. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Bye-bye.